Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to another match of Tanky Online Esports here. This is the second stream of today. We just saw a trailer of a match between Monolith and what was it again? Monolith and Ryzen. Close one. Right now we are jumping into the second game of today. Is ENDGAME versus CKN. Same scoreline. If you lose this game, you will be moving over to the last round here in the 3-3 bracket. If you win this game, you will finish the tournament with 4 wins and 2 losses. And with a good amount of TMR points as well for the major. So still very, a decent amount of stakes here for these teams, to be honest. Still a lot to win. It's ENDGAME. Here on the blue side, playing with Soldier in Duty, Notification, Simple, Pros, and Sage. I love to use name Notification, by the way. I think that's quite funny. CKN playing with 143, Paige, Kafka, Tosha, and Sadly. My name is Ray Cowboy, your commentator for tonight, and this match is brought to you once again by our broadcaster Rixo. Hello CX, good to see you again in the chat. Okay, let's see what this battle will give us here today. It's our second stream of tonight, and this is a very interesting stage of the tournament, because if you win right now, then it's still a pretty decent tournament for you. But if you lose this one, then it's a lot less of the ideal tournament. It can make or break your motivation, to be honest, and your confidence in your own team. So let's see what these teams can show us. Both of these teams are new teams, but the players, at least some of them, already have some experience in esports. Take a look at the combos here. We are seeing pretty normal combos on the side of Endgame. Pros playing on Titan and Railgun. And 2 heavy heals being used on Endgame. Pretty normal stuff for this map these days. CKN choosing to play with Railgun on the Hunter. We don't see any Hunter on Endgame. That's interesting though. CKN only playing with 1 heavy heal, and that is a Titan. That's also no Ares OD available. And I see Pella Twins. I see that, I don't know, more often these days. I don't know. Looks like Twins is slowly getting back into the meta. We see all kinds of combos on that hull right now. Right now we all see nice pool space using a Pella Overdrive to support Kafta here. And that's a pretty annoying spot already to return from. Pace can take over. No repair available for him though. And Sedge will now get that return. Oh, but the Paladin hull is an interesting hull these days. We can see, of course, the normal the Ricochet being used right now from Notification, for example. But we see also some players using Twins. And Vulcan as well. There's a bit of... a few different tactics for that combination right now. And that's always interesting to see teams choosing something unique or trying something different. Overdrive box dropping right now. We see Tosha pulling this flag. But Sash will easily return that one. Soldier and Duty getting the overdrive for endgame. That's an Ares overdrive available right now for the side of the Blues. Notification right now pulling this flag. This is a nice pull by him, by the way. Noticing Tosha there, knocking him down. He's out of repair, but very far into the bait of endgame already. Pros should notice this flag and take it over. Kafka Hunter OD though. And he will be forcing a return. Nicely timed Hunter OD by that player. Keeping his cool. And making sure that the flag has been returned. Tosha right now is the 3rd time already or something like that he's pulling this flag. But still not able to get it out of the base. Okay, this looks like a promising attack for CKN, to be honest. Kafka not picking up the flag, focusing on Soldier and Duty. And this again will be a return for endgame. CKN, definitely the more offensive side here right now. They are pushing a lot. Just not able to get a flag really somewhere. But they definitely are trying here to get something going. Notification once again getting the return. Okay, this looks promising by Pros. He can pick up this flag again. Titan Dome securing him being alive. And he can pull it all the way back to the mid of the base of endgame. This has to be the first capture for endgame, to be honest. If they don't finish this, then it's a real mistake by them. Sedge here will get a capture going. It's a 1-0 lead for that team. It's looking good. Let's take a look at the page. Pulling this flag, Tosha can take over. The defense from endgame really looking promising, to be honest. Pros will be returning this one. I have to say they are playing a very decent game so far, and it's not able for CKN to break through in any kind of way. OD box dropping here, so maybe that can change something. Should be Should be a pick here for Tosha, to be honest. Viking Overdrive available for CKN if that's the case, and it is. Another attack from CKN coming in. Tosha and 143. They are just not able to get anything going here, to be honest. CKN, yeah, they are trying non-stop to pull the flag here, but the overdrive usage in the attacks is not really something that is focused on, I feel like. Nearly see any overdrive being used in the attack, and Endgame just doesn't have a very easy time defending the guys from CKN. They have a 1-0 lead, but it's not risky at all for them, to be honest, to keep it at 1-0. Although maybe this can change right now. 1-4-3, pulling this flag, Titan overdrive available. Kafka should heal up there, to be honest. Okay, that's a great grenade by Simple. Second attempt there, Kafka, the Titan overdrive still up. Now it's not anymore. Kafka knocking down notification here, but Sedge will stop anyone from pulling this flag. And we are back to endgame having no one in the base. It's 1.5 minutes to go. Let's take a look at this CKN's last attempt here, to be honest, with Page, Pella, Overdrive, Sedge now using his Viking OD. He saved it for like half the game here, using it for defense, knocking down 3 players with it. And that's it. That's it. It's a 1-0 lead for endgame here in the first round. And they will get to the second round with a nice head start here. Round 3 will be played on Iran. And round 4 will also be played on Iran, of course, if we get there. Because I have to say, CKN, they are not able to break through it any kind of way. So I don't see them capturing a flag here, to be honest. Hopefully, I will be proven wrong here in the next round. But for right now, I will definitely... I don't know. The best of chances are right now for endgame, to be honest. I don't see a world where that can change, but maybe next round CKN will surprise us. Right now it's endgame. They don't have any problems with defending at all. That's the problem here for CKN, to be honest. They are not able to get the flag out of the base, and if they are, then CKN, pardon me, have no option to get it further, because endgame will just use his overdrive for defense. That's been looking very, very bland here for the CKN side. Hopefully that will change in this round. Let's wait and see. And there we go, guys. Second round starting right now. Overdrive box already dropping. First OD being catched here by Pros in favor of Endgame. A bit of a change in players here. Pros now playing with the Titan. But combinations are still the same. Simple, nice overdrive here by Pro, supporting Simple with his pull. Simple can just take his time here for a bit and heal up. Okay, that's a great grenade by Kafka there. It should have been noticed, to be honest, by Endgame, but they didn't. Still no pressure though, Sage can take over, although, okay, once again, great grenade, this time by Page and Tosha getting this return. This should have been a first capture, to be honest. But CKN with some good grenades and Endgame with just not noticing those grenades. And we are still in a tight game here, but that's definitely a bit of a mistake there by CKN, to be honest. Or by Endgame, sorry. But yeah, always profit from your opponent's mistakes. And right now, let's see what the next part of this match will bring us here. CKN still has a tight scoreline, and that's something already definitely benefiting them after such a tricky start from Endgame. But let's see, I just want to see CKN breaking through the defense of Endgame for once. Using some good overdrives. Maybe just play with errors for I don't know, for a round. Maybe see how that will work. I feel like errors will give them a lot of options to pull, to be honest, CKN. Especially because Endgame is playing without any Hunter. Flag or overdrive being cashed there by Endgame. It was the Titan player, I believe. But I'm not completely sure, to be honest. No, it was not. It was Sage. Notification Sage starting the attack here. Some good defending shots here by Page, doing loads of damage with that Ricochet. We see both of the Errors players right now using Ricochet as well. So the Twins has been placed back in the garage. The usual Ricochet has been equipped. Right now 1-4-3 pulling the flag, but getting knocked down by Sage. Again will be a return. Overdrive box dropping here as well. Right now Notification can do a use and take if he thinks it's worth the risk. Did not do so. Soldier on Duty, great focus there. Preventing a 1-4-3 from getting that overdrive box. And he's picking it up himself here, doesn't risk to use it. I think that's the right decision there by that player, by Soldier in Duty. Just making sure that CKN doesn't get that OD. Did not benefit him either, but that's not the point. No unnecessary risks taken. The endgame is in a very good position if they can tie or win this round, and they know that as well. Plays like that will only increase your chances to tie this game. And that's a great result for endgame, to be honest. Notification here. Attempt to pull this flag. Pella overdrive available. But 3 players knocking him down from CKN at the same time. You can have lots of overdrives to support you, but you're not going to out-heal that. Sage right now. Overdrive being used. Triple kill being made. Trying to pull the flag. 1-4-3 not noticed. So 1-4-3 doing loads of free damage here. Should have been noticed a bit earlier, to be honest. Flag still in the base. So CKN being able to keep the scoreline tight. A bit of a equipment change here with CKN. Page is back on Twins. And we are seeing 143 now playing with the Ricochet turret on Hunter. Something you don't see very often. Tosha, a risky use and take. I like it. 4 minutes on the clock. CKN knows that they need a capture, need something here. I like to see them taking a bit of risky moves here, trying to turn around the game. Let's take a look here. CKN, big attack coming up here. 143 pulling this flag. Sadly can use his overdrive here on notification or something. He's just knocking him down. Some good damage there. Pros, great shot with his railgun. Tosha taking over the flag, using repair or no. Page cancelling out his armor piercing with a Pella overdrive. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it's really benefiting CKN here. And they are getting the first capture, turning it around after the last round. And this is a great attack. Great combinations of overdrives. This is exactly what I missed here in the first round. It's great to see them stepping up here in round 2. Getting into a leading position right now. It's 3 minutes for endgame to turn it back around. But this is exactly what I wanted to see, to be honest. Three minutes to go here. 3 crucial minutes for endgame to get it back to a tie. They will make their game a lot easier if that's the case. Down to the last minute endgame. They really have to try something here if they can get it back to a tie. Nothing to lose, to be honest. Doesn't matter if it gets to 1-0 or 2-0. Tosha. Okay, getting the overdrive box. Really good here, to be honest, because Tosha getting that box means that endgame doesn't get it. This really increases the chance here for CKN. I think they have done enough, to be honest. Don't see a world where they can lose this anymore. It looks like we'll be having a pretty interesting game if CKN can manage to win this round, because after this round we will be moving to at least 2 rounds of the Iran map, and looking forward to that. It's one of my favorite maps, to be honest. Looking forward to see that map being played. Sadly here, okay, interesting Crusader OD knocking down. Notification Pros getting impacted a lot as well. And there's 4 seconds left. CKN winning this round. We are back to a tight scoreline overall with both of the teams winning 1 round here on the Sandal map. We'll see you guys in a few minutes time on the Iron map. Don't go anywhere because this is going to be a very interesting match. Players are joining the new map here. Iran map it is. And the third round starting to get prepared here for us. Norris XLMNP or XLMNXP. Sorry. We are getting right back into the next round here. Third round starting in a few minutes time. We still have 2 rounds left, at least. Maybe even more if we get to tiebreakers. But the current scoreline is 1-1. Hello Lumin, good to see you again. I'm Shibli. Very difficult username, I'm sorry. But good to see you as well. Winner of this match will qualify for the tournament with a 4-2 scoreline, or will finish the tournament, I should say, with 4 wins and 2 losses and loads of rewards as well. The loser will go on in this tournament and having to play the 7th round in the last round as well. So teams definitely wanting to win here. Finishing the tournament journey. Overdrive box dropping here already. It'll be a great start for the team that can get it, and it will be pros in favor of Endgame. We see quite a bit of equipment changes right now. Pros playing with Hunter instead of Titan. Hunter Hammer it is. We can see Hammer being used quite often here on this map. I don't really like Hammer, to be honest. I think it's too short range. But we see it being played on this map quite often. And normally the other combos are just very standard. No changes as well. On the other side of the map we have CKN, of course. And I don't see any strange combos there. Although, never mind, I see some strange combos. Let's see if they will change it after the restart. No, they won't. This is the combo we'll be seeing today. Page playing still with Paladin and Twins. And we are seeing 1-4-3 on Hornet Freeze. And it's a long time ago since I have seen melee turret with light hole combo on this map. But it has been used in the tournament before. So it definitely can work here on the Iran map. You can see right now 1-4-3 already pulling. And this is why it works, because it's so dang quick. But still this flag is in a returnable position here for endgame. But 1-4-3 is a player you really have to take a look on if you are endgame here, because that player will be out of and in and out of your base in a few seconds time. So let's see. Grants CSZ. What do you think will win? I don't know, to be honest. This game has been quite close. I still think endgame is the team that has a bit more opportunity to win. But this map, this second map, has been chosen by CKN. And they have probably chosen it because they have good confidence on this map. So, I don't know. It will be very close. Very difficult to say, to be honest. It's going to be an interesting battle, at least. Grenades flying in by pros will do quite a bit of damage to 1-4-3. I see some CKN fans in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome. Last match score, you mean the match we broadcasted before, Lumin? Or do you mean the last map? Because the last map was a 1-0 score win for Endgame in the first round. And the second round was a 1-0 win for CKN. So very little captures being made so far. Okay, this is a great combo here for 1-4-3. Look at the critical hit damage with the with the Hornet Overdrive. Dealing loads of damage there, to be honest. It's an interesting OD Hornet. It's something you don't see often being used for critical, because in matchmaking they're trying to be alive for long as possible, of course, making use of the radar effect. But it, of course, still gives you guaranteed crit rate for quite a few seconds of time, and that helps CKN here getting the first capture. They are in the lead. Endgame, it looks like they will be having a very difficult match. Four more minutes here for Endgame trying to turn this one around. They need some attacks here. They have been very busy with defending, to be honest. Right now they have to focus on Tosha and Paige again. Here is Paige using a very risky Pella OD. He's so low on health. I don't really like the usage of this Pella overdrive. I think it's a bit of a useless one, to be honest. 143. Look at this. Empty base. Overdrive available for pros. To knock it down pros, I mean. And 143 will do so. Knocking him down. Hitting a 3 here. That's a bit disappointing. Because that makes his pool a bit more difficult. But it's so quick. And that guaranteed crit rate does extreme amount of damages. It's difficult to counter. And I feel like Endgame does not really have a plan against it. CKN will just make him rush to the base until the end of this match. And there's a big chance that CKN will win the game because of this tactic. Kafka. Does have a Titan overdrive available. Not using it right now though. Notification here. Okay, we'll be pulling this flag. This looks interesting for endgame. Okay, sadly missing his overdrive. And notification, because of that, still alive. Pulling this flag 143 though. Look at the damage that turret does. Returning it. 143 is doing it all here, to be honest. Turning this game around by himself. Definitely the MVP here in this round. Movement speed is still very important, to be honest. And he is proving that right now. Once again, pushing into the base. This time getting catched by pros here. Thatch, they're pulling a flag, getting knocked down by Sadly. But Simple will have an opportunity here to pull this flag and get it very far to the base. 143 starting with speed boost. I don't like it because it will make him knock down quick. Simple not getting impacted by any shots. We are back to a tight game. I feel like this Iran will be hectic, especially in next round. Defense is not prioritized. Both teams prioritizing their attack. It's going to be interesting. Kafka, nice overdrive here. Will be pulling this flag eventually. Grenade starts to fly in probably here as well. Kafka should just stand at the border here, giving it to Tosha and blocking the shots. Or giving it to 143, but 143 is low on health. Very low on health. Grenades flying in. Oh, I think Tosha would have been a better choice, to be honest. Simple will return this one. Oh, sadly, crucial return at the other side of the base here by CKN. Impacting impact right there from Sadly, to be honest. That return was crucial to keep this game tight. And okay, I need more eyes, to be honest, around the map, because there is a lot happening here in the battlefield in round 3. Paige. Alive here, Pella overdrive available. 143, using the tunnel, something you don't see very often. Trying to surprise the opponent. Not really working though, Simple was prepared for that one. Paige, Pella overdrive being used, knocking down notification. Tosha getting supported by the Pella overdrive. 143 as well, using his overdrive right now. This looks like a very good prepared attack here by Endgame, or by CKN. And okay, 143 make it to use and take. This is going to look very interesting in the last 2 minutes, because that means that we will be seeing 143 using another overdrive here in this game. But players from Endgame really starting to focus on 143 as well. So it looks like the surprise tactic has lost its potential. Oh, Kafka here pulling this flag, getting knocked down here though by Sedge and Prote. 143 can be dangerous here. He should have used his overdrive earlier, to be honest. Now he doesn't have opportunity to use it no more, but he could have knocked them down both really quickly with the help of his OD. But still 1 more minute to go, so there's time enough for him to pull a flag with that speedy combination he's using. Still 30 seconds to go. 143 has to use his overdrive here. Tosha uses it as well. One last shot at pulling the flag. Viking overdrive from Tosha, only finding one. Has to knock out Soldier in duty here. 143 can support Tosha by pulling this flag. Pella overdrive should be used, or Hornet overdrive should be used right now. Flag prioritize on speed, guys. Okay, 143. He's going on a massacre, killing everyone, but it will be better off by pulling this flag. 8 seconds. There is still time. 7, 6. I hope my counter is correct here, because it will go down to the wire, and it doesn't reach it. It's still a tight game. Oh, that was so close, and I feel like if 143 did not prioritize those kills, but prioritize pulling the flag, we would have seen a different scoreline. But sadly for CKN, this is the scoreline we get, and if this match was just 1 second longer, then it would have been a different game. Okay. What a trailer of a round we have seen, guys. Let's move over to the next. Winner of the next round will win the game. If we get the tight scoreline, then we will be moving over to overtime. We're getting a show here tonight. Almost indeed, guys. Almost. That was very, very close. Definitely endgame. Just getting away here by, I don't know, a few millimeters, I feel like. They get off with a scare here, but it could have been going very, very wrong for the CKN side. Time to put your endgame on a test. What is a stream without Yarikov making some good jokes with words here? Bro, I don't know. I have not thought about endgame here, and endgame, this really being the endgame indeed, is the 4th round. Hopefully Thanos will not snap half of the tanks away, and we will be playing a nice round here, to be honest. But time will tell. Technical pause being called. So I will see you guys in a few minutes' time. Fourth and last round starting right now. I will be back in a minute, guys, because I just dropped my drink all over the ground. So we'll speak to you guys in a few seconds time. I have to clean up this first. Very sorry. But the round starting right now. Okay, that's that. Let's see here. 9 minutes to go. We already see a first flag being pulled by both of the sides. So we are into a standoff. Flag being dropped here. Tosha can return. This is crucial for CKN. Tosha with a return. That should have never happened, to be honest. And sadly, will get a capture. That definitely is sadly for endgame, but for CKN it's definitely a dream scenario here. They are in the lead after only 1 minute. This will be the third win in a row and a reverse sweep here. So they are definitely proving to me that they are the favorites and that I had too little expectations for them. So sorry, but now it's looking good here. Notification will be pulling this flag. With the support of Sedge here, 143 not able to knock notification down. Dodging the grenades here as well is notification. He's doing a great job by pulling this flag, to be honest. Dodging all the shots. And this will be a very important capture here for endgame if they can manage to do so. Low on health though. Page with only one Rico shot, he have knocked him down. Pros, a mega Hunter OD by Pros. That will secure this overdrive to this capture, to be honest. Because there was no one in the mid. I don't know how many Pros knocked down or stunned at the same time, but that was a mega overdrive by him. Yep, sadly no Wasp, only in tech passes they are trying some stuff. But I will play esport the day Wasp get meta because it's my favorite hull. Sadly here, pulling a flag on Kafka, that can be a crucial Titan OD, to be honest. Staying alive, needs support of his teammates, dodging the grenades here as best as he can. But 143. 143 can do a crucial job here. Right now he has to focus on Pros, does that. Kafka taking over the flag, Simple not able to stop him. Titan OD will run out right now. Kafka has to start moving. Sadly we'll pick this one up. And this has to be the second capture for CKN. Nobody can stop him anymore. There we go. It's really looking good right now. CKN back in the lead. How will Endgame react? 6 more minutes and this match has been played. And the winner of this round will win the match. But the tie will go to overtime, of course. But this is the moment you, of course, want to show your best. And CKN is playing a very interesting game right now. Overdrive box dropping here. 1 for 3. He could have gone for a risky use and taker, doesn't do so. And now Pros with the Hunter will get that OD. We saw Pros already getting a massive impact with that OD, so this is definitely not good for CKN here. Pros trying to pull the flag as well, but too little health for that. But it's definitely CKN make it a bit more difficult for themselves. I would love to see 1 for 3 there using a risky overdrive, to be honest. Didn't do so. Notification once again putting this flag. Page cannot knock him down, of course. It's the same combo versus the same combo, but Notification had more health. Soldier in duty, knocking down 2 with the Ares OD. This gives Sedge the possibility to pull this flag. 1 for 3 will knock him down. Simple overdrive being needed here to knock down Page. So much pressure from both of the sides. Flag in a tricky position here. Sadly, hitting the shots here on Notification. Notification will not get away with this one. Page. Now, this overdrive has to hit from Sadly, but it doesn't. Once again, at the crucial moment, he misses an OD. When he nearly knocks himself down, but it goes. Okay, a bit too close for comfort there, but a return being made nevertheless. Pros right now pulling again. So they have to make a return again. Pros, they had, he had no, what's it called? Double armor anymore. So got knocked down really quick. Both flags being returned again. But this battle is hectic and teams really are playing aggressive. Sometimes in a must win round. 1 for 3 getting the OD there instead of Serge. It was 1 for 3 only had 1 HP left, I feel like, when he cashed that OD. But he did. That's the most important here for CKN. But sometimes you see on those must win rounds that teams are playing a bit more passive. You know, they don't want to make the mistake why they lose the game. These teams are not playing more passive. They are only playing more aggressive here. They don't care about losing the round. They just want to capture the most flag possible to win the round. And I really like to see a plays like this being made. High risk here, to be honest, for CKN. Look at this. 3 players in the attack right now. Of course, this attack is not leading to anything, but it's risks that they are taking because they are in the lead at the moment. They don't need another capture. Still, they're playing very offensive. Sadly here, this will be a return. 3 more minutes, guys. 3 more minutes and that can decide the game. High pressure scenario for CKN, but they are just continuing their attack. Right now it's Kafka pulling this flag. 1 for 3 can take over high speed. Okay, but he shouldn't have dropped the flag there, to be honest. Because Soldier in duty, knocking down 1 for 3. Grenade of Kafka can be crucial. Knocking down Simple here. Soldier in duty, low on health. And Page can continue with this pull. At the other side, we are seeing Notification pulling this flag. Out of side playing Vengeance. Tosha getting a return here with the Viking OD, knocking down Notification there. It was a very great. I didn't even know that he had a Viking OD available, to be honest. But saving it for the right moment here, because Notification had a free way to watch the capture point, to be honest. This is some high skill gaming here by CKN, to be honest. Notification being once again the player that does it all here, getting the return, putting this flag by himself, and right now Page and 1 for 3 will go for the return, of course. 1 for 3 choosing the long route, and Notification gets a free route to the capture point. This is such a speedy game, to be honest, but it's high action. I love it. Right now we are back to a tie. 1-4-3, pulling the flag. But this overdrive, the flag will be returned here by endgame. Overdrive box dropping here can be a very important OD for these teams. Down to the last minute. Will one of the teams get a capture? Or will we get to overtime? That's the question right now. Sadly, pulling this flag. Getting knocked down. 1-4-3, high speed. Going towards the base. But endgame really focusing on him right now here, to be honest. It is looking like this will be a tight scoreline at the end of the match. Although sadly, pulling the flag, Tosha with a Titan OD, knocking down some important players here. Tosha should dodge or block the shots here for Soldier and Duty, and he does that, keeping Sadly alive. 1-4-3 get this return. There's still 10 seconds on the clock. It's still possible, but Sag, will he get the return? No, he doesn't. 7 seconds. Time is really ticking right now. Simple, just delaying here, and he delays enough because there is no time left. We are once again getting a tie, and it's once again really, really close. Let's get to overtime, guys. 5th round needed here. Once again, guys, we are in a winner-takes-all scenario. Winner of this round will win the game. Yeah, Lumina, I thought about that as well. We have seen some long streams here in these years with, I don't know, 5, 6 overdrives. Or, geez, mate, I'm getting tired, sorry. 5, 6 penalty rounds. I'm mixing up the words. But no, we will continue until there's a winner, and especially on Highland, that can be quite long. Yarkov knows probably, but I think I'm not mistaken. We had a 9-round overtime on Highland last year. I think it was in the challenger stage of the major. 10 rounds. Okay, thank you, bro. 10 rounds it was on Highland. It was a very long stream, 2.5 hours or something, close to 3 hours. But we will always continue until there is a winner. And I think 10 rounds has been the max or something close to that. Yep. In the Swiss stage or in the playoffs, we are not getting ties at all. A long time ago, when we had the group stage before the tournament started, before the Swiss stage started, we still had group stage. We do that when we have more than 32 teams participating. And in the group stage, you can have a tie. But in the Swiss stage, we always need a winner. Yes, it is Lumine. Thank you for joining back again. Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. Still a bit, but I'm not sick enough to lay in my bed. So hopefully it will stay that way. Right now, I just drink 2 energy drinks, so I have a bit of energy, and yeah. And then we will get here. To be honest, here continue the stream. Something that is always continuing as we're here as well is Sedge pulling flags. He's always going to watch that flag. Doing it again here right now for endgame. And he can make it to use and take as well. This is so much efficiency here by Sedge, to be honest. Pulling the flag, getting the OD back as well. So it's back-to-back overdrives that he can use. Yeah, this guy is solo carrying at this point, playing a 1v9. I don't know. It's a dream start for endgame. CKN right now has to react. We saw CKN getting back from disadvantages already, getting back from 1 or 2 flag deficit already. All the rounds until right now have been really close, and CKN is not the first time that they have to fix their scoreline. Right now, it has been the most important time though, because the winner takes all. Thank you, Lumine. Appreciate it. One for 3. Getting DP here, knocking down pros, putting this flag, but it's too little health. It's fun to use that light hill and it can work, but the health is so low. Simple, lagging out for endgame. This can be cruel, this can be terrible, to be honest. I saw Simple there disconnecting. He was moving all over the place, disconnecting from the server. 1 for 3 immediately. Okay, pros, massive Hunter OD, stopping that Titan OD, stopping the flag carrier. It's not the first time that this guy has had a mega overdrive, to be honest. Endgame, the players from Endgame are personally very skilled. If this team is going to play just at another level in terms of team play, then they can get anywhere, to be honest. Looking forward to see them stepping up during the ranking stages, but right now they are playing a 4v5. This is terrible terrible mid game here for endgame, to be honest. 1 for 3 trying to pull here, but once again he's focusing on knocking down people, not focusing on pulling the flag. Still, you are in a 4v5 situation because Simple got disconnected, and CKN cannot profit on it. Still not. They should have already got something going, to be honest. Endgame's defense has been good. Nice grenade there by, I don't know who it was, by the player that just got knocked down by 1 for 3. It was pros, I think. Right now, sadly, putting the flag. This should be a capture by CKN. It's still a 4v5. It already cost way too long. But Soldier in duty. Ares OD being used. Not knocking down, sadly. It's 1 HP left on him. That will be the first capture for CKN. We have Simple back into the battlefield. Oh, this is not a great round for endgame here, to be honest. But they limited the damages. Only 1 flag being captured by CKN. It could have been way worse, to be honest. So the damage has been kept in control. Of course, it's not nice. It's a terrible mid game. They have to mentally reset from this really quickly because this round is still going. Time to not go tilted, but stay focused. But the damage has been limited. Only 1 capture being made by CKN in the period you are playing 4v5. Very much fixable here for endgame. We still have 5 minutes left here. Sadly, we'll return this flag really quickly. Soldier in duty getting the return here as well. 5 minutes, guys. Kafka, Titan Overdrive available. They can be very important here for CKN. Using it right now in the middle of the base of Endgame. This can be interesting. Page with the opportunity to pull here. Tosha, Viking Overdrive available. Simple will stop Page. That's a very good cruise OD because Kafka have armor piercing here, so the Titan Dome isn't doing anything. Those plays, Endgame really knows how to react to every attack. This team is definitely not a bad team, to be honest. Not a bad team at all. Same for Endgame, for CKN. But Endgame is just that other level in team play. This team with a bit more polishing, with a bit less mistakes, they can be, I don't know, the sky's the limit, I feel like. This team is playing very interesting. Love the way how Endgame is playing, to be honest. But CKN as well, they got a tie for free with a 4v5 situation. They profited on that. And only one flag needed for them to win this game. 1-4-3, overdrive being used, once again going for kills. I don't know why, but it's working out this time because Page is pulling this flag. Kangek all the way back to the base. Pros has 1 HP and should get knocked down here by 1-4-3. 1-4-3 getting the return as well, and CKN getting in the lead. 2 against 1 scoreline. This time they made a capture in a normal 5v5 situation. So that shows that they are capable of capturing the flag even if Endgame is not in a terrible situation for themselves right now. It's 3 minutes only for Endgame to get it back to a tie. But we have seen close games all round here on the Iran map. So it wouldn't surprise me that we are seeing something crazy again. Tosha getting a return here again. Pros, look at Pros. Viking or Hunter OD available. Not able to get into the base of CKN though. The players from CKN really blocking that entrance. Two minutes. Will we get a decisive score this time? CKN currently still in the lead. Sedge getting a Viking overdrive. That can give them the possibility again to use for an attack. He doesn't use here, and that's the right decision. Too little health, too little support. He's saving it for later, and I really like that from Sedge. Even in a difficult situation like this, with so much pressure and so little time, he keeps his mind cool, using his overdrive really when it's only good to use, and not getting panicked by the low timer, because 1.5 minutes is definitely enough to get a capture. Right now, both sides of the battlefield are pulling the flag. Tosha and okay, 1-4-3 getting the return there. Tosha, also the flag has been returned by notification. Pros, okay, getting the flag a bit more, bit further. But this will be a return from Tosha. Good spawn by Tosha as well. Of course, there's a bit of luck involved, but he's making good use of that spawn. 50 seconds, and as Yarakov is saying in chat, time for a clutch. I would love to see something like that indeed. Iran is one of those maps where you can really get something going in your own. You can 1v2 or 1v3 in this map. Placement is very important here on this map. You can dodge players, you can do all kinds of tricky things. It's a lovely map to play esports on, to be honest. But it doesn't look like Endgame has anyone is having anyone in the team that is up to stand up here to get that clutch going, because time is really low right now. It looks like CKN has done enough here after 5 rounds of play. After losing the first round, it did not look good for CKN at all, to be honest. And I said, okay, it will surprise me if they get a capture. But oh boy, I was very wrong, because they have won the match here. 2 against 1 is the scoreline, and a 5 in the 5th round here. And that means that the overall scoreline is 2 rounds for CKN and 1 round for Endgame. CKN, congrats on finishing the tournament with 4 wins and 2 losses. Very decent score for this team. Looking forward to what they will show here in the next ranking stage. But for Endgame, they still have one more game to go here that will be played in the 7th round. Tomorrow, guys, we are also back with some streams. We will be watching the 2 wins, 3 losses bracket. So we will be watching elimination games. Always a bit emotional for these teams, of course. We will be seeing some weird plays, maybe. Looking forward to that. We will be seeing Bambi versus Izia, a very difficult to pronounce name. But Bambi versus that team on 17 UTC 20 MSK here tomorrow on the EN2 channel, on the main channel here where you are watching right now. We will be streaming Infinity versus Leopards on 18 UTC 21 MSK. Those games will be elimination games, so you have to win if you want to continue in this tournament. Looking forward to see you guys there tomorrow. Wishing you a very great night. Thank you, Rixel, for broadcasting both of the games today, and looking forward to see you guys back tomorrow.